if my OpenGL was working, I'd be able to live rotate that page on the fly, just like in Painter. Taking them a long time to get that, and I've bugged them about it for a long time. They finally have it. Also, you'll find that all the brush systems have been revamped on this thing. So all the brushes are new brush engines built from the ground up. And so they're all way more sensitive and work better. They even have things that I don't wonder if it might be part of the OpenGL display, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, see now? Let's see. The stamp brush now shows you live where you're cloning from. Oh. That's neat. That's a very good thing to have. So yeah, CS4 is totally amazing. It really just, yeah. It's good. So anyway, let's jump back over to the color stuff. Swatches, those aren't my swatches, but that's okay. Styles, let me pull the color. Oh, we're in grayscale, that's why. Let's move this RGB so we can see it. Okay. Do not use this color picker. Do not use RGB unless you are maybe a computer and you know exactly how to mix RGB colors. Oh yeah, I want 286 to the, oh yeah, that's a perfect blue. Okay. No. Use one HSP. So we got hues, saturations, brightness or value. This is great because then you can take, like let's say we're talking about the color wheel, we're talking about shadow conditioning, we're saying we're going to do a cool shadow. We don't want the color to be saturated, right? So this is basically the hue I'm looking at, right? So you can think of the color wheel. This is the straightened out color wheel, right? I'm going to drop the saturation down to about here, and then bring the brightness down too, because it's going to be in a shadow condition, and then get off a web camera. That brush like that, like that. There we go. Give me some of this. See, it's good. New laptop, I have to set everything else up so you get to see it. Let's see, opacity generator, and I don't need shape on. This is essentially what I call my old school airbrush. So let's go ahead and there we go. And the blue. And just, so you see, it's not a bright blue. It's kind of, if you can see some people in the shadows, or probably even me, you'll see a little bit of coolness going in there. So it's not just, you're not just using gray. Yeah.
How come you're not doing this on a separate layer?
I'm not really painting, I'm just throwing something up for you to see.
Okay.
I'm not doing that. But anyway, so, okay, now you've got the color theory, but let's talk about coloring. Who in the room, raise your hands, have colored on the computer before? Okay, good number. Who in the room are professional comic artists, colorists? Yeah, just a few. Okay. All right, let's grab something. I'm going to go ahead and let's see, edit. Let's see, undo, set backward. Okay. All right, so let's say I want to color this. Okay. My thing. How you doing? Yeah, good. Let's see, so, okay, here he is. He is now, I already did the mode change, so when I first brought him in, he was in grayscale. He's now in RGB. Okay.
Is that the image as the artist sent it to you?
After a little bit of leveling. I usually darken Jay's blacks a little bit more than there, because I mean, it is all pencil, and his stuff, it is very, very dark, but it's nice to get these sort of really, when you get in the shadow condition, a nice black to offset some of these other shades and stuff. So yeah, it's just.
Has the old school aging step been eliminated in the process generally?
No, I mean, let's go here. Stop. No, but there's a lot less inkers than there used to be. I recently had one of my assistants come up to me and go, "Oh, I want to learn to ink," and I go, "Well, see this book? Yeah." She looks at it. New X-Men, Frank Whiteley stuff. Yeah. Oh, here's this Jeff Campbell cover. Oh, here's Mike Turner stuff. Yeah, no, that's inked. She goes, "Oh, okay, I want to be a penciler."
They do the pencils like they're ink though, if they rub them out first and then they go trace over it, make them cleaner?
Not, well, Jeff light boxes his stuff. So he does his layouts and then his pencils are on, he does a light table and does it that way. Yeah, but Mike doesn't. Mike will have pencil lines. Frank Whiteley will still have construction lines in his, and it just means that what you do is you go in there and dodge and burn and clean up. Sometimes. If they do, they should be getting paid more for it. Don't ever do that without getting paid more for it. People do a lot of silly things in this business for little or no money when they should be getting paid to do it. All right, let's see. I gotta find this page, so I'm not wasting any more time. Oh, on the desktop. I'm not in the right folder. Jeez, that's why. Spawn. Okay, here's a spawn page. Hopefully this has the whole wax on it. It looks like it does. Flats? No flats. Alright, so this is a spawn page that I did. And so yeah, base pen and ink.
Question.
Yeah.
What resolution are these scanned in as?
300 DPI 11 by 17. Sometimes 400 depending on the work. I think this one right now is 300. And we used to tell people to, drop down the resolution when you color, but now all the machines are going fast enough and frames they can color 300 DPI, no problem. So anyway, so then what we do, and this can be done either way, okay? And don't be confused by this. Okay, let's say here's my layer with my line art. Okay. Right now, the color is below the layer. Okay? That's the color without the liner. No, that's very close to the color without the liner. There's the line art on top. The line art is in multiply mode. There's been no white removal of the page, there's been no anything else. What multiply mode does is the darks come in and the whites become transparent. Okay? Now, you can either have the line art on top of the color layer, or, and since it's locked in, I have to ignore this step. I'm just doing it so I'm moving it around. There we go. Okay, so pretend that's not there. If I take the color layer, put it on top of the line art layer, then and put it in multiply mode, it'll be the same thing. So you can either color with the color below the line art, the color on top of the line art. It's just whatever's on top is the multiply mode one. Okay? And it really doesn't matter which way it is. Okay. All right, so this particular page has been colored pretty much all with airbrush. This is Andy Troy from my studio. Colored this page. I penciled and inked it. Let's see. I want to use my keyboard good once. It's over. Alright. Okay, so the first step in all this kind of stuff is to flat a page. And you guys have probably heard that whole thing. We're going to go quickly through and stuff. So I'm going to make a new layer. And usually, because comics have to be done in such fast, the way it really works in the real world is usually you have somebody who flats for you. Because you're busy coloring a page, and to make the deadline, you need the help in the assembly line process. Okay? But you're flatting for yourself, and there's a couple reasons for flatting. What flatting does is essentially